What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another live stream. Today is Wednesday. Oh my bad. Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. We're going to look at the market for tomorrow, which will be Thursday, December 18th, 2025. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Um, First thing first, I want to let y'all know that we did not stream today. We didn't stream today. Um, More so due to Top Step having issues. I did trade my Apex today, but I don't know. I just didn't stream today, man. I thought about starting. I tried to press record when I was in the trade, but I was like, you know what? It's fine. So we didn't stream today. I'm gonna try to stream these next 2 days for y'all. But next week, Christmas week, I think I'm going to take some time off from streaming. So y'all, I'm not sure if I'm gonna still trade next week, but it's probably gonna be just some little scalps and get off. Um, but I'm not too sure. It's pending if I'm gonna stream next week or not. But yeah, we're finna go ahead and jump in these charts. First thing first, I want to go over our stock that we took today. We took CrowdStrike. As y'all know, we were talking about CrowdStrike all week. Talking about CrowdStrike all last week. And I'm gonna go back and keep showing this weekly because we literally called this play, man. We called this play, and it just feel good to take the trade, man. We called that play and took the trade. We said, hey, what we said? We said out of this weekly gap, whichever way we break out, whichever way we close, I would definitely like to take a trade that direction. If we close below, I definitely would look for shorts, possibly retest the drop. Same thing for the upside. We close above, possibly retest, then go higher. Well, what happened? That previous week we closed below. So what did I expect for us this week? I said, hey, we should push up, but I want to see whenever we close below 504.54, take them shorts. But what happened? Monday, first thing first, we opened up above 504. Good, okay, that's fine. But then what did we end up doing? Or Monday, we end up pushing below the 504 level. That gave me my confirmation that I needed to get in them shorts. So we took them. We took the shorts. We tried to add on Tuesday. We tried to add a contract. Um, Tuesday we was gonna add. I did not. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I did not even think this through all the way. When I added, I did add here, like right around at 480, like 486 level. I added. And then towards the end of the day, we start pushing up. And honestly, I kind of, as you can say, panic sell my position I added. My CrowdStrike position. So I sold it. Like the last hour of the day on Tuesday, I sold it for like for a small loss, like $40 loss. It wasn't nothing compared to the contract price. Sold it. I could have held, but I sold it because I was like, man, we might. Because towards the end of the day, I want to say like the last 5 to 10 minutes, it actually pushed down and got a wick. But before these 5 to 10 minutes came, before the market closed, we were sitting inside the gap, and I didn't really want to that, play against, fight against market possibly going to the top of this gap and breaking back out, going back up to the 495 range. So I cut it. I cut the trade, and I said, hey, I'll just re-enter tomorrow if we push back below this daily gap. Well, I didn't look at the market the last 10 minutes, and it literally pushed back outside that daily gap on the last 10 minutes. See this? So I closed it when it was approaching, and when it looked like it was about to go inside it. It didn't necessarily touch it yet. I think I closed like right here. When we made this higher high and closed past this higher high, I closed my trade right here. Because I was like, man, market about to close. Look like if we don't touch this high, touch this gap, we definitely gonna go up to it tomorrow. which would have been Wednesday. Um, but I didn't watch it to the end, and that's probably my fault. I probably should just watched it to the very end and held my trade. But I just was like, I really don't want to wake up and the theta kick in and I be down $100, $200 just by it being the next day and it's sitting up here in this gap. Because I was like, I definitely can see us going to the top of the gap tomorrow. Well, what happened? It ended up pushing the last 10 minutes. I was like, wow, I could have held my trade. Because I was aiming for what I was aiming for, y'all, on this CrowdStrike trade. See, when I added that position, I was aiming for us to um close below here, 486. I was like, close below 486. I'm looking for this next low to get taken out at 477. And I said, if we close past 477, yeah, I see these lows here. But honestly, I think we just gonna drop all the way down to like the 470 range. And if we break this, it's literally nothing that after we break this low right here, the next low, other than this gap to slow us down at 460, next low is all the way down here at 420. So um yeah, I was looking for break, maybe a retest, then drop again, and that's what happened. And the only reason I thought it was the retest was after I seen it fail to close inside. If it would have closed inside there at the end of the day, I wouldn't thought the retest. I would say retest failed. We going back up here to 495. But once I seen that wick, I was like, okay, I know what I'm looking uh for Wednesday. Cause I was like, okay, I cut my trade a little bit early, but I can get back in Wednesday as long as the market don't just gap down. That was my biggest thing. As long as we didn't gap down already to like the 478 area, um, then I probably wouldn't be interested. Well, what happened? We ended up coming up in the pre-market. Market opened. Market opened up here at the 490 level. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. I said I'm not gonna get in instantly. Because I want to see market come back below the 486 level before I try to get in. Well, market came down to the 486 level. Beautiful. Came down to 486 level. We kind of closed back above it with that green level. And I was like, oh, we might be, coming right back up. But I set my alert. I set an alert like right underneath this green candle. And I was like, if we can get a red candle and close below, I'll get in short. And that what happened. Close below gave me exactly what I needed. I jumped in the shorts and rode it all the way down. I was trying to get to down here to where I was trying to go to. I was trying to get to the like 478, 477 area. That's what I was aiming for. 478, like right here to here. We came down, then we came up, then we came down a little bit, came up, came down, came up. And when we got this pushed right here, I think that I got out like right at the top of this, like the top half of this 5 minute candle here. And I kinda wish I held it to the next target. But I was up so good on that trade. I was like, you know what? If I had two contracts, I would have did it. But I was forced down to one contract now. So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna cut it. Take my money, walk away. That's what I did. Took my money, walked away. But did it end up kept flushing. And y'all see, I mean, I did miss out a good bit of profit left. But I mean, I still had a nice entry. Like I said, I got in like around 484, got out around that 477, 77, 78 area, like right around here. So I still got a good bit. It's just I probably could have tripled my, not tripled, doubled my earnings on it. But it's completely fine. We still took a good trade. Um, I just wanted to go over there. That was the main trade we took, and of course we took shorts on M&Q and today. M&Q and MYM. We took shorts. So we followed shorts on everything today. All right, now let's get into this analysis. I know I did a lot of talking right there. But let's get into this analysis now. first thing first, let's go with SPY. Oh, and before I get into the analysis, y'all, this whole time, my my future chart's been wrong. So we gotta change. We gotta literally adjust all my drawings and everything. This whole time, hold on, let me see if I can show y'all. Let's see. Will it show? I think I gotta do this. Yeah. This whole time, y'all see how my gap's not lined up right? This whole time, and shout out to my guy Rick. Me and him was on the call, and I was like, Rick, you don't see this gap at this level, so and so level? And he was like, my gap is not at that level. Then I had to go look at my top step. See, my top step was different, but I was like, I can't trust top steps because today's website been messing up. So then I ended up logging on my Ninja Trader account and looking at the charts. And when I looked on my Ninja Trader, I was like, oh, my Ninja Trader matching up with top step, so something had to be off. And I just was messing around, clicking around, and then I noticed this button right here. Y'all see this? It said adjust for contract changes. I had it unchecked. So having it unchecked, kind of, you see how now my drawing is actually on these gaps. I was drawing it without it being adjusted, counters being adjusted to the contract changes. So like I guess when they roll over and stuff. And I was doing my trades based off of these levels. But when this is the actual charts I was supposed to be looking at. And now you see now the gap's not on. I mean the drawing's not on the gaps and stuff. And I'm like, how the heck? And what really, the way it really like was noticeable was the MYM. So look at MYM. This is how we noticed it. President Trump, something, I don't know. This is how we noticed it. You see this daily gap right here? I was telling Rick, but we was in shorts. And I was like, yeah, I like the shorts, but we're approaching the daily gap. And he was like, approaching what daily gap? I said, we approaching the daily gap. And he was like, no, we broke through it. I said, broke through it. And look, right here it's broken through because it's got to adjust it on. Watch when I turn it off though. Well, now that it ain't even doing what it was earlier. My bad, y'all. Look, I'm over here trying to show y'all something. It ain't even doing what it was what it was doing earlier. Earlier, it had all these candles above the gap, so it was like coming down to this gap. But for some reason now it's showing it below the gap. I don't know. But look, always make sure y'all got this turned on if y'all looking at trading view, adjust for contracts. Cause I guess somehow I had clicked it off by mistake. Oh, that's what it is. Cause I know why. I know why now. Look, this it, y'all. This is it. That's why the drawing ain't. Look, cause I had fixed it. Once I had fixed it, I drew my lines where it's supposed to be. So this is where that daily gap was at. You see it? And we was coming down to it, and we wasn't in it yet. But of course, we ended up pushing past. But we wasn't in it yet on my chart. Where on Rick's chart or on the Top Step account, it was way past it. You see, it's way past that gap. See that? So that's where I was like, dang, my charts must be wrong. And I had to figure it out just clicking around. But now we got it right. Always have adjust for contract changes on. Okay. Now let's get into this analysis. We can waste about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Give me a second. I think that's it. Alright. Let's go. First thing first, going to SPY. Going to SPY. Adjust for dates, dividends. Now I don't know if I need to turn this on. Dividends. Adjust for dividends. Should we turn it on, y'all? We're gonna have it on just in case. But yeah, going into SPY, looking at our chart, what do we see? Of course, we see market is dumping. Let's go to that weekly first because we about halfway through the week. Let's see what we're looking like. Looking at that weekly, we did have our red candle. We did have our red candle for the weekly last week. So it indicates we're looking for a low. Well, what's the market doing? It's pushing down, making a low right now. Now, will it lead us to this lower low? Or will it make what? a new higher low to go and take us to the upside. We don't know. But honestly, this week, we do got CPI coming out tomorrow. So that could catapult us to the upside. And we do have, what we got on Friday? Something. We got something on Friday. Let me look at the chart. The calendar real quick. Something we got on Friday. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's the earnings. That's the wrong count. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. What we got Friday? Tomorrow we got CPI, of course. Friday we got PCE, and new home sale, existing home sales. Okay, so we do got some heavy news tomorrow and Friday. It's a possibility that we can flip to a green candle, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't see us flipping green for the weekly. So me not thinking we're gonna close green for the weekly, I do know what we're going to make a low. So next week, either we gotta flip green for the Bulls to get back in control, or I honestly think we just gonna keep dropping. Might come make this lower low and get ready to drop. So it's interesting. We definitely can slow down here though, cause it's about the midpoint of this big green candle. We could be slowing down here to try to decide if we're gonna go down or go up. Okay. Daily, daily. Looking at that daily, we made lower lows, right? Lower low, broke these lows. Next actual swing low we got, or low we got, is down here at 650. So it got a lot of room. It got about $20 drop it can go. If it wants to break this uptrend that we've been in so far, the next solidified low is down here, right here at the 648.83. So got a little bit of ways to go. Let's mark that solidified level. I don't even know why we don't even got a solidified level marked out for. Hold up, what's going on? Am I glitching? Oh, okay. Like, what is it? Oh, see, look, cause I ain't had to adjust on. Should I adjust them, y'all? I think the adjust should be on. I think the adjust should be on. We got the adjust on for what's the name? So I think the adjust should be on. We're gonna have it on. So you know what? We're gonna delete all these drawings and just start from scratch. I'm gonna turn it on. We're gonna just start from scratch. So overall was an uptrend. We marked that high. That high still needs to get taken. The last solidified low down here. So make that red. The low that we kind of want to see get respected is here. Make that pink, because all of these lows we want to see respected got taken. Alright, mark out the gaps. Mark out, we below that gap. I really don't care about that gap. But we gonna mark out this gap here. So we broke that gap. Could be coming to this gap here. Daily gap. Oh, we got fair value. Let me mark that. I might delete the other one and just mark this fair value gap. Yeah, because I already delete that one. Okay. So we could be coming down to this fair value gap here. We break that fair value gap. Do we got any more gaps to protect? Yes, we do. We got one more down here. We got small gaps above it, but I'm gonna mark the major ones. Cause we got a little gap here. They got a little gap here. I ain't gonna mark those though right now. So that's what we have. That's a huge gap up here. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. Market broke through this gap, so y'all know what's our plan. What do we always expect when we break something? What do we expect to happen, or what we're looking for to get a trade? Break, retest, drop. Okay, that's what we're looking for if we trade in that day. Now, if the retest fail, if we somehow CPI come out, we end up being back inside of this gap, this daily gap here, back above 672.71, then especially if market structure is forming in here, we're not really looking for the shorts. So we can be consolidating, or we can be getting ready to, come to the top, potentially start switching to the upside. So only way we look for shorts, we gotta be below 672.71. Gotta be below there. Anything above it, we don't want it. Okay. Once we come down here to 669 gap, of course we need to see structure forming in here, possibly on the hourly. We prefer it to be on the hourly. Get an hourly close inside this gap and try to stay down in there to keep pushing down. Okay. Pretty much that's it. The only thing we focusing on is shorts. We really don't care about no longs right now. Unless, like, the only way, like I said, unless CPI or something pushes us back up inside the gap. Inside the gap, I really don't like the longs. I'd rather for it to go to the other side of the gap, retesting, and we can take a long. All right, QQQ. That really wasn't that long of a analysis, honestly. QQQ should be the exact same as SPY. We can mark out the high because it's an overall uptrend. Mark out the high. Mark out the last solidified level. I think it's here. Then we're gonna mark out the level we want to potentially be our new solidified level. Then we're gonna mark out the gaps leading to it. I think this is the nearest one. Hold up, I think I ain't got it right on there. Oh no, it was on there. Okay. Got that one. We do got this one here. QQQ definitely gonna have more gaps than SPY. Got that one. This looks like the one we trying to approach. Then of course we got this big one. Oh, got this big one here. Okay. That we just broke out. So we got multiple big ones up here. We even got one all the way up here where we don't got this on SPY. Alright. Pretty much same thing. Look for break, retest, drop. Pretty much like I did here. This retest actually failed. This retest failed. But when this retest had failed, right here, it dropped. It wasn't no gap, so it must have been like a lower time frame gap because we don't got no gap that it bounced off of. I don't think. Was this one? No, that wasn't one. So must have been a lower time frame gap it rejected off of here. It had to be a lower one. But pretty much that's what we want to see. Break, retest, drop. So break, retest, drop. That's what we're looking for. So honestly, we could set alert when it come back up here. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's just put a regular alert. So we'll know. Alright. And then same is the exact same stuff, bro. That same thing. Look for that same thing for ES SPY. I mean ES and NQ. So let me go ahead and chart them up. This can be a little tedious, but hey, we gotta do our homework. Just like when you in school, you gotta do your homework, man. It can get tedious, but you gotta do it. Mark out the high. That's our targets. Solidify level there. Can't be level here. or we want to be a can't be low. I'm gonna say that. All right, gaps. Yes, we didn't break our gap yet. So, man, what is this? Use settlement as close on daily intervals. Bro, what the heck is all that? We finna, you know what, y'all? We finna, next live stream we do, we finna do a YouTube tutorial. Do we need to turn these things on or not? Because look at this. Look how that counter, look at that. So what is that telling me about use settlement? I'm gonna look at the spy, how the spy counter closed. It closed full body. So I want my ES to close the same way. Shoot. Hopefully that's right. God dang, bro. They getting on my nerves with all this different options. Come on, Trade View. Just make it the same as everybody else. um, what I was about to say. Oh, ES did not come all the way through his gap yet, so we still got to come down a little bit for ES. Do we got any other gaps? I mean, of course, we got the ones above, but I was talking about below. Then we got this one here. Do I want to mark that one? I just hate marking gaps that's so close to each other. All right. So ES, we actually needed to come down first and break out, retest, then drop. So ES got a little more ways to go. Spy and QQQ and them, they did what they needed. Technically, ES broke out of this gap though, right here. So maybe it's break and retest this gap, this big gap. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Cause look, we go to SPY. That next gap is like right there. You see that? Next gap is right there. Go to QQQ. That next gap right there. It's not that far of a distance. So somewhat this kind of like for ES, that next gap right here is not that far of a distance. So I think it's using this gap. This gap right here is pretty much like this gap for SPY. You see? So I am gonna mark that gap out. I am gonna mark this one out. This is the one we looking for the break and retest on. So we broke it. We're looking for that retest, but it opened up inside it. So that kind of killed the retest. But now we really gotta just see it come. It gotta come push below this low for us to get that continuation down to here to the bottom of the gap. So we really gonna have to get in and out that trade because we only got what from 75 down to basically 70. So 5 points, 20 ticks. Yeah, we're gonna have to get in and out that trade pretty quick. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I can look for shorts off of here, up here. Like if the market making downtrend on a lower time frame, take the shorts, then bring it all the way down. That could be a possibility. So shorts underneath 670, 67.89 could be the possibility. So something like this, break, retest, then take the shorts all the way down to that 67,070 area. Okay. NQ daily from Moody Johns because it's not adjusted. Not adjusted. So take the target is the high up. Ain't got the Madden on, my bad. Target the high. Last can't be level or solidify level, whatever one you want to call it. Down there. Level we kind of want to see respected. Up here. Okay, gaps. Oh, we got that gap. I ain't gonna mark now. Got this gap here. Well, I might need a market. Shoot, the way that NQ sitting here looking like this. I need to mark that dang gap. It's like a super skinny gap. I don't even know. Which one should we mark? Should we mark this skinny gap or this gap here? I think the little skinny gap. I think that's the one we need to mark. Alright. Cause I ain't marking both. I'm sorry. They down there, you can't expect no break and retest to this NQ. Cause that's too far of a push for a break and retest. Unless it's retesting this gap right here. But that's still a ways. Maybe it's retesting this gap here because it's just too far for a retest. I mean, we do got CPI. CPI could push it up there. But it's so far away, I think we would be more leaning to just straight flushing instead of pushing all the way back up. It's kind of difficult to guess with that NQ. Let's go to MNQ and try to see if we can draw this up a little better. Okay, high is our target. Because honestly, NQ like just keep flushing because it ain't sitting at no good level. So it should probably just keep dropping even harder. Unless it's gonna squeeze hard, that's the only thing. Like go all the way up. A gap here. So like I said, that's that gap right there. Then we got this baby gap. Baby gap. Extremely little. Then we got, like we said, we got that gap here, which it might be trying to retest that, but I don't know. And then we got, of course, that gap there. And I usually don't mark the overlaps, but I'm not sure which one it's trying to retest on. Alright. But, oh, what the heck? But we know what? We made low, high, and lower low. We in a downtrend. So whatever we do right now, take them shorts until we jump on the gap. So we broke this gap, still stay with the shorts until we come to a gap that we can't break. So we should still be coming down. Unless it was this gap. Like I said, unless it was this gap that we was bouncing off of, I think we still should be coming down. Because we did close inside this gap, but we gapped back above it. But I think we still should be coming down, y'all. We'll mark both these gaps. So the outer gap and the inside gap. So let me do it on NQ. Just in case. Because I don't want to get hit with, oh man, I didn't mark my gap. And then it flipped green here. And I'm not knowing it's a break of this gap right here. So, honestly, same thing with same thing like with ES. I kind of think we just need to shoot down and take these lows to keep going, keep dropping. So I can possibly see some shorts sitting up here, then take it back down to the lows. But you had to look on lower time frame, so maybe 5 minute. Look for a market. It's already in the shorts right now. But if it's like this in the morning, looking like it's some shorts up here, short entries up here, I definitely like a short back down to them lows. All right, MIM daily. Now, I already had charted this one up. I told y'all once I fixed my chart, I had charted this one up. Oh, I ain't marked the target high though, so my bad. Green. That was the target high. This wasn't. Was this my? This wasn't a solidified. It was like a solidified low within the overall trend. I just marked it because that's the most recent one. But this the actual level to break the trend down there. Okay, so we can make this lighter pink. All right. So we want to see, is it gonna respect this low here? Then it got this low here also to try to respect if it breaks that one. Like I said, I took the shorts on NYM too today. Even with my charts messing up, we still took the shorts. But once I fixed it, I marked out these hourly levels. What I pretty much was looking for at these hourly levels was when it break, I want to see break and retest. To take a short, it broke it, retest failed, but then it broke right back below it and broke through the next one. It pushed right back above, broke again, pushed right back above, broke again, pushed back right back above. So we looking for an actual true break. We get a true break out of here below that hourly low over here. A true break. Really, if we get a break below these lows, shorts should be on the table. Back down to that 48,112. But I would prefer to see this. Let me show y'all. Let's use a ray for this. So boom. I would prefer to see something like this on this hourly. Possible break, come back up, retest, and then we take it down there to there. You see that? Oh, my bad. Break, retest it, then take it down there. That's what I like to see. But since it's been so choppy but slowly moving down, it might just slowly chop its way down there, or it might just come all the way down in one candle. It might do one break, that retest, and it just instantly shoot down before it even, like we get a red and another red, but it retested and dropped. So, don't really know, but I definitely like the shorts underneath these lows, underneath them lows. All right, now going to CrowdStrike to see if I want to continue taking these shorts. Honestly, CrowdStrike, my biggest thing I want to see, can we close below 649? I mean 469. Oh, it's late. 469. We can close below there. You could take the continuation and keep dropping, or you can be patient, or you can be patient and a close below 649. Let the market retest, and if that retest can stay, boom, take them shorts all the way down. I'm talking about first to this gap, which I'm pretty sure we gonna break through. But first to that gap, but really we try to aim for these lows down there, around that 420. God dang it, magnet. Hold up, I'm trying to magnet. Around this 420 area. Right down there. Like, geez Louise, that'll be beautiful. But we got the biggest thing, we gotta close below 469. 469 is the main key level. Cause we already broke this low here, this daily low. Broke this daily low. We done broke multiple daily lows. But the thing I'll say, we broke them daily lows and we did not retest them. So if we see a green candle and don't go below 469, y'all be ready. We might be coming up to 475, possibly back up to 477, and even possibly up to 486 because we didn't break and retest any of them lows. So, you know what? I'm going to make all these lows a light pink color. So So we know, hey, it never can retest any of these. It broke them, but it hasn't retested. And this orange was an hourly level. Let me see. I was looking for the first hourly close. I think I was just looking for it to close below here, because I was gonna take a short at the end of the day. No, I was just looking for it to break it. I think. Yeah, I was just looking for it to break it. And I didn't get in the short. I kind of wish I did, because I didn't look at it. Again, I didn't look at it the last hour, because I don't usually with futures. I usually don't be at on the charts after like 12, really 11. You know, um, and I've been kind of out of the loop on my options. Sometimes options they try to do their tricks and plays at the last hour, last 10 minutes of the day. And if I don't be used to looking at the charts at that time, because my alert definitely came off when because I was gone, I wasn't at home. My alert came off for the crowd strike that it broke that low right here, because I had set an alert here too, and that was supposed to be my potential short entry, especially if we closed below. But even if we didn't, it still made a lower low, so I was supposed to be like, hey, get in short, stop loss up here. But I did. We missed it. We missed it. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. That was a nice drop though. When it broke here, I was supposed to get in. So say we got in like 474. It pushed down to 470. Quick $4 drop. Probably would have been like a cool little $150. Something like that. Depending on your contract. But what we expect for tomorrow, honestly, I'm gonna be following the hourly. I'm gonna just want this hourly to stay in a downturn. Stay in a downtrend, stay in a downtrend. Definitely, you could get in at the open, take the shorts, set stop loss here, take the shorts down to that 469 level, see how far we want to go down past it. But the better trade is this would be a good early entry, I say. This would be a good early entry. So buy like a cheaper contract here. If we stay up here in the morning, or even if we come up here, if we come up in this area, look for them shorts, set your stop loss up here at 479. If it breaks it, get out the contract. If it don't, hold them shorts. Hold them shorts, hold them shorts, hold them shorts. Boom. When it hit 469, me personally, I'm bringing stop law down super tight, probably right above the 469, probably like 471 area. Let it work. Let it work. See if it want to start building base underneath here. If it do, and it builds some base underneath here, and you get a lower high, and you make a lower low, boy, bring that stop loss up down there. Let them run, because it might be going to 462. Might be going to 462. So definitely, Crossfire still got some potential. Now, like we said, if we don't take this low here and we reverse, we start making a higher high, higher low. Potentially look for that retest of 475. Potentially, if we build above that, potential retest to 477. Because we never got no retest of any of these lows. Even up here at 486, we never got a retest of any of them lows on the daily. So it could bounce. Weekly. Look at that weekly, though. We supposed to look at this first. Weekly. We did approach a weekly gap. We didn't get inside it yet because we got to break the 469. But we are approaching it. Looking at Meta, and then I think I'm going to call it after I look at Meta. Because I like trading Meta too, but not lately. I ain't been trading Meta lately. Let's remove these drawings. Should we move the drawings? Is everything lined up right? No, don't look like it. I don't think it is. Remove drawings. Remove drawings. I don't think it is. This is the last one tonight, though, y'all. Because it's 9 p.m. I'm finna get in the bed. Alright, mark the high. Because overall uptrend. Last solidified level. Down here. Potential solidified levels. Or higher lows, whatever you want to call it. Here. Also here, because we close green. So, potentially here. Actually, I'm not going to count this one until we make a higher high. So, I might make this like a almost white line. Alright. So literally, if this one gonna stay respect, it just got pushed straight up tomorrow. Yeah, I ain't gonna put that one yet, cause We might come down then push up. So I'm gonna just put this one here. All right, gaps. Got that gap there. Got this big gap here. We got, dang, we in a big gap. I ain't even finna mark that one. Bump that. I marked this one. I could have marked that one, but I want to mark this one instead. And do we got any more up here? Yes, we do. We got two. I ain't even gonna mark those just yet. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna mark for now. If we break this low, where we up? We going? Got a gap here, so I marked that. Got a gap here. Then we got one more I'm gonna mark, and then that's it. All right. Right now, Meta made it high. Boom. Made it low. Boom. Is we gonna make high or we gonna make another lower low? That's the question. So I'm gonna set alert. This making this new high gonna take forever. Unless like CPI, but that's a big move. But we still gonna set alert so we'll know when it's a high. We gonna set this alert for this low though. Cause we close red and take that low. So you know what, we is gonna put that white line back there because I didn't just notice that. That'll make a lower low if we get a red candle. That'll make a lower low for a downtrend. Because it'd be high, lower low. Now, so like I said, it literally got push up. Like it could, like I said, it could wick down. It could wick down and then still flip green, you know, and then instead of our white line being there, it'd be wherever it wicked and then go up. That might be what I'll be looking for tomorrow on Meta. Possibly doing this, wicking down and then pushing up like that. Unless, like I said, unless it just close. If it like when it get down here, if it start building structure inside this gap under 637, if it start building a downtrend structure, then I'm not expecting us to push back up. I think we go just come on down, especially if it build it like at 620. If that's what we're gonna do. If it build it like under on half of this fair value gap under 620, definitely them shorts down to 610. Now, if it come down to that 620, say we do build a downtrend at the top of the gap on the lower time frame, we build downtrend. When we get to like 620, 621, that mud reverse, get ready. It might shoot all the way up at the 668, you know. Now, like we said, tomorrow, if it just push straight up, right, see touch of this top of this candle, we want to see it start building base above 660. And then boom, take it up to probably 674, maybe to the top of the gap. If it push straight up past the gap off of CPI before the market open, then honestly, we could see break, retest, try to go higher, but I don't really see it pushing hard up. Yeah, it'll go higher, but I don't really see it pushing super hard. All right. So that's what I'm looking for Meta. Many different scenarios, but that's what I'm looking for. All right, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keys is out. Peace.